Last time, in Planet on Fire, we witnessed our world's fragility: melting ice, burning forests, and warming seas, all signs of a planet in distress. The crisis can feel overwhelming, but our human world is also an ecosystem, one built on institutions that shape our daily lives and collective future. Within these structures, real and lasting change can take root and flourish. In this chapter, we shift focus from wild landscapes to the environments we've built: our schools, churches, businesses, and shopping centers. These institutions hold the power to drive climate action and spark innovation in our communities. They're not just buildings, they're living networks where values are forged, ideas are shared, and futures are shaped. Here, in the heart of our communities, a new hopeful chapter for our planet and its people can truly begin. The schoolyard is our first ecosystem beyond family, a vibrant space where children learn to interact, share, and grow together. It's a place where futures are shaped, where curiosity is sparked, and the seeds of lifelong learning are sown. Today, education must go beyond textbooks. It must empower students to act, to question, and to imagine new possibilities for themselves and the world. Imagine students monitoring local river levels, turning climate data into a personal mission, connecting what they learn in class to the world outside. A school garden becomes a living lab, teaching biodiversity, sustainable agriculture, and the real story of our food, while nurturing responsibility and teamwork. Math and economics classes can model climate projections and explore the green economy, helping students see how numbers shape our future. Every subject, from science to art, can connect students to the planet's future, showing them that sustainability is woven into every part of life. Hands-on learning gives students agency, letting them see the impact of their actions and ideas firsthand. When they audit their school's energy use, they become advocates, presenting real solutions to real problems and learning to communicate their findings. These experiences forge leadership, resilience, and a sense of responsibility that extends far beyond the classroom. The impact ripples outward. A child who learns composting at school may inspire their family and neighborhood, creating a culture of change. Each student becomes a seed of awareness in their community, spreading knowledge and hope wherever they go. Schools aren't just preparing students for the future, they're empowering them to save it, one lesson and one action at a time. By weaving climate education into every subject, we cultivate a generation that sees sustainability as an opportunity, not a burden, and feels inspired to innovate. The school is our first training ground for climate action, where small steps lead to big changes. Here, we lay the foundation for knowledge, skills, and conviction, building the confidence to tackle tomorrow's challenges. The leaders, scientists, and citizens of tomorrow are built in these classrooms, shaped by every experiment and every discussion. They're not just informed, they're ready to act, to lead, and to inspire others. The future of our planet starts here in these halls and playgrounds with every new day. Every lesson, every project, every conversation can be a step toward a healthier world, if we choose to make it so. The school is where hope takes root, and where dreams for a better future begin to grow. And from here, it spreads, reaching out into the world, one student at a time. For millennia, sacred spaces have shaped our values and sense of responsibility. These places of worship are more than just buildings. They are the heart of communities, where generations gather to reflect, learn, and grow together. Within their walls, people have long found guidance on how to live with compassion and purpose. Today, faith communities can reframe climate change as a moral and spiritual challenge, calling on their traditions to inspire action and hope. By connecting environmental issues to deeply held beliefs, they can motivate people in ways that transcend politics or trends. Stewardship, the duty to care for creation, is a core principle across many faiths. It's a value passed down through stories, rituals, and shared acts of kindness, reminding us that we are caretakers, not owners, of the earth. A sermon linking climate justice to loving one's neighbor can move hearts in ways data cannot. When faith leaders speak with conviction, they awaken a sense of shared purpose and responsibility. Faith in action, like a church transforming unused land into a community garden, feeds the hungry, reduces carbon, and brings people together. These acts ripple outward, inspiring others to join in. Environmental consciousness can be woven into worship, through hymns, prayers, and dedicated services that celebrate the beauty and fragility of our world. Interfaith collaborations like joint river cleanups show that protecting our planet unites us beyond doctrine. These partnerships build bridges and foster understanding, reminding us of our common home. Faith institutions can lead by example, installing solar panels, conducting energy audits, and divesting from fossil fuels. Their leadership demonstrates that change is possible and practical. Their networks and trust mobilize people quickly for tree plantings or policy advocacy, amplifying their impact far beyond the sanctuary. The hope and meaning they offer are antidotes to climate despair, helping people find courage and resilience in the face of uncertainty. Faith communities remind us the earth is a gift, not a resource to exploit. This perspective encourages gratitude and humility, fostering a deeper connection to the natural world. By framing climate action as a moral imperative, they inspire deep, lasting commitment that can transform lives and communities. Congregations become engines of change, sparking new ideas and supporting one another in the journey towards sustainability. The call is clear: care for creation is an act of faith and justice, rooted in love for our neighbors and future generations. When faith leads, communities follow, finding strength in unity and shared purpose. The moral voice of our sacred spaces is needed now more than ever, guiding us through uncertainty and inspiring hope. Together they can spark a movement, one rooted in faith, compassion, and a shared vision for a thriving planet. Commerce shapes our world, what we eat, wear, and how we live. Every purchase, every product, and every service we use leaves a mark on the environment and influences the way society functions. For too long, growth has come at nature's expense, but business can be a force for regeneration. Companies now have the power to restore ecosystems, not just exploit them, and to create value that benefits both people and the planet. Companies, big and small, shape supply chains, consumer habits, and even policy. Their decisions ripple outward, affecting communities, economies, and the natural world. Success now means balancing people, planet, and profit, the triple bottom line. This new definition of success is transforming boardrooms and business models everywhere. A clothing brand switching to organic materials sparks change throughout its supply chain. Suppliers, manufacturers, and even consumers are inspired to make more sustainable choices. Transparency, openly reporting emissions and waste, builds trust and separates real action from greenwashing. Honest communication is essential for progress and accountability. Corporate leadership can set new industry standards, making sustainability both ethical and profitable. When leaders act boldly, entire industries can shift toward greener practices. Innovation thrives in business. From better batteries to biodegradable plastics, companies can accelerate solutions. New ideas and technologies are driving the transition to a more sustainable future. The circular economy, designing out waste, replaces the old take, make, dispose model. Products are created to last, be reused, and recycled, closing the loop on waste. Leasing products, designing for repair, and recycling become the norm. These practices help conserve resources and reduce environmental impact. Employee-driven green teams foster a culture of sustainability from within. When staff are empowered, change happens at every level of the organization. Businesses shape culture through marketing, making sustainability aspirational, not just responsible. Campaigns can inspire millions to adopt greener lifestyles. Advertising can redefine what's desirable: durability, quality, and mindful consumption. The story brands tell can shift public values and expectations. When companies lead, competitors and consumers follow. The ripple effect can transform entire markets and industries. The private sector's reach and resources are unmatched. Businesses have the scale and influence to drive global change. Every product, every ad, every policy can nudge society towards sustainability. Small changes, multiplied across industries, create massive impact. Business is not just part of the problem, it's key to the solution. By working together, companies and communities can build a better future. The marketplace can be a catalyst for change. Every transaction is an opportunity to support a greener world. The future of commerce is green, innovative, and inclusive. The shift starts now, and together, we can shape a more sustainable tomorrow. The shopping center, our modern agora, is more than a place to buy. It's a stage for climate awareness. These familiar spaces can turn routine errands into moments of discovery. Imagine displays showing the carbon footprint of products, empowering shoppers to make informed choices. Sustainability zones can feature eco-friendly pop-ups, repair cafés, and green tech demos. Events, like recycled fashion shows or zero-waste cooking contests, make sustainability engaging and fun. Farmers markets connect shoppers to local food and shorter supply chains. Infrastructure teaches two clear recycling bins and refill stations make sustainable habits easy. Malls can use their advertising space to share simple, actionable tips for greener living. Management can lead by example. Renewable energy, recycling programs, and EV charging stations show real commitment. Shopping centers can host community groups, collection drives, and sustainability challenges. The goal: make sustainable choices second nature. Shift from mindless consumption to mindful purchasing. The mall becomes a classroom for everyday life. Small choices multiplied by thousands create collective impact. The path to a sustainable future runs through our daily routines. Awareness grows where we live, shop, and gather. Change starts with the familiar. Schools, faith groups, businesses, and marketplaces each have unique power, but real change happens when they unite. Synergy multiplies impact. Picture a high school and tech company building a solar charging station together. Students learn, the school saves energy, the company gives back. Or faith communities and shopping centers teaming up for a citywide e-waste drive, mobilizing thousands and diverting tons from landfills. Cross-sector partnerships bring legitimacy, resources, and a unified voice that policymakers can't ignore. Businesses and universities can co-develop sustainable products, blending research with real-world impact. These collaborations create loops of awareness and action. Students see their school garden's produce featured in local restaurants. Institutions can pool resources for community solar projects, making renewable energy accessible. Working together builds resilience and a sense of shared purpose. Relationships formed during joint projects are as valuable as the outcomes. No single institution can solve climate change alone. We need a networked response, an ecosystem of solutions. The future lies in building bridges and creative partnerships. By weaving together influence, knowledge, and resources, we create a tapestry of change. Together, we're stronger, more resilient, and ready to face the challenge. Collaboration is our greatest multiplier. Our institutions are sleeping giants, holding the power to shift awareness and action. Schools forge ambassadors, faith awakens conscience, business innovates, and shopping centers normalize change. But this power only works if we activate it. Teachers, clergy, CEOs, and managers must choose action over the status quo. If you work in these spaces, you can be a catalyst. Start a workshop, launch a challenge, or build a partnership. As citizens, support and amplify these efforts. Volunteer, use your voice, and vote with your wallet. Change is built from millions of everyday choices within our institutions. Let's transform our communities into catalysts for a sustainable future. The potential is woven into our daily lives. The choice, as always, is ours.